For a farmer, there's nothing quite like seeing the fruits of your labor come to fruition. Farmers here in Georgia will be getting to do a lot of that in the coming weeks as the 2022 harvest season is in full swing. One farmer who's busy doing that now is Nat Bodiford, a peanut producer in Screven County who's busy in their fields after quite the growing season.
We had a very good growing season up until July. It turned off really hot and dry in July, so a lot of dryland crops did suffer some. But we did get adequate rain in August, which actually wound up being too plentiful in August, and it really kind of hurt cotton crops. Had a lot of boll rot and a lot of losses there. But the rain certainly helped push the peanut crop along, and the peanut crop is looking very promising this year.
Despite the challenges with the wet weather, however, Bodiford says that disease wasn't an issue, as they worked hard to make sure that wasn't the case.
We did not have any problems with the peanut crop as far as all the rain. We were on a pretty tight fungicide program and stuck to it. And on our farm currently, we did not have any real disease pressure or funguses or anything of that sort. I've heard of some folks that had some tough times with in a few places, but currently here on our farm, we had a good growing season with peanuts.
However, they did run into some other non-weather related issues, like labor shortages, trouble finding parts for their equipment, and of course having to pay more for inputs they need for their crops.
This year has been very trying. Certainly labor shortages probably always number one, and then availability. This year has been a very tough year on availability. You have a breakdown, you're not readily available to get parts, they're not on the shelf, they're on back order. You have to hunt to find where you can get one and how close can you drive to get it. That's certainly been a really big challenge this year. And also input prices have certainly, fertilizer was almost double on a lot of the crops this year, and chemical prices were a very big increase. And this year has been a very trying year in trying to take all these added input costs and try to make a good crop out of it.
And to stay on theme with the rest of the season, harvest is turning out to be a challenge as well, as the weather can be unpredictable and has once again turned dry, which according to Bodiford can be both beneficial and a problem.
Harvest has been going good. We are going into some pretty dry conditions. Certainly last week was a mad scramble. Everyone around this area was very concerned with Hurricane Ian and what it may do and impact with Georgia. And for the most part, I think everybody fared very well out of that hurricane, didn't have any issues, and I think a lot of us wish we'd have got some rain out of it that we did not get. So certainly, right now, digging conditions are getting pretty tough with dry soils and, very hard soils, and really not looking like we're going to get any rain for the next 14 days, but certainly if you can get them on top. It's got some very excellent picking conditions and will help us push along through this crop.
However, there is some good news. According to Bodiford, the price for this year's crop has increased over the last few weeks.
The peanut market is looking up. Certainly here in the last month, peanut prices have come up. There was a lot fewer acres planted this year, and crop may not be as good as they thought in some areas, and peanut prices have come up some. And certainly with the yields and the price there, peanuts are looking like they're going to do pretty good again this year.
Reporting in Sylvania for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.